Field in Lexington, Kentucky. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Kentucky Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with Tennessee's head coach before the game. Talking to his team, he wants his quarterback to come out slinging it early. He has been so good all season, but he has a chance to go over 3,000 yards today. And while stats don't usually determine the game plan, the coach said we want to rely on him. He's led us this far, and we want to make sure he gets those stats so he's in the conversation for some of the big awards when the season ends. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will have the opening possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
The Wildcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The sure hands, it's Gilmore. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
And, man, it's all eyes on this Bill Stein offense. He comes back to Kentucky, man. He's an offensive savant. Spent his time, obviously, in Oregon. He's innovative. He's got a new guy at the trigger spot. Minchie, that was battling Carr a year ago at Notre Dame, Palmer. They were neck and neck. Minchie lost the battle. Now he comes to Kentucky with a rebuilt roster and a new lease on life.
Yeah, you got to dig to find film on Minchie during his time at Notre Dame, but when you do watch it, you absolutely can see.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over. Great job defensively, playing together as one unit on that.
Man, interesting play call on 3rd and long. I think we're thinking pass and which matchup do they try to exploit? And they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and now we got 4th down.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. So Tennessee's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Deshaun Bishop, he barreled his way into the end zone 5 times, leading them to victory last time out. Grabbed behind the line, it's Matthews. Snags it and he's open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver. So that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Past the 30. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown ball! And they take it in for 6 more points. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's Rodriguez.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Hand off for Baxter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
It's complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First down for this offense. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Off the play fake. On the move, he fires. Makes the grab. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Kentucky going quickly. Rides to back and leaves it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense picks it up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball because it is a long way to the end zone. Makes the tackle at the 22, but it's a 15-yard gain, and now they're in business. On first down from their own 22. Right back to the well. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a third and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. They've already converted a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 39. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Volunteers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Running inside. It's Morris. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback may change this route. They'll run play action. Got a man, it's Staley. Turning it on. And he scores! Touchdown Volunteers! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. Ball is loose. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. They just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense. You're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
He's looking deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. And the punt will hit at the one, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. So here is the Tennessee offense. Off the play fake on first down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Motion from the wideout. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got him. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Baxter. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his tight end.
Well, that's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
It's good.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field.
He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got it on the move. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Crosses the 30. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He'll do it himself. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Second down, he'll throw it. The short hands, it's Matthews. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Off-play action. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Quarterback making checks. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Bishop. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. They're working that left side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Back's got it. Into the house. Touchdown, Tennessee. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the returner is stopped. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Kentucky right back to the line.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far. You've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with it.
Going downfield for the big play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Got it down the field. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Off play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Skips away from pressure. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Kentucky spends its second timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Here's the pressure. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Wildcats! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. Trying play action. The throw. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Snagged out of the air. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll throw on 3rd down. The quick out. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. The official says no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the number 6 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's the Yellow Jackets sneaking out of here with an upset victory, and have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Kroger Field. Through 2 quarters today, we've seen these 2 passing attacks just pick apart these defenses. Short throws, intermediate throws, even a few deep completions. An aerial exhibition so far. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. Coming out with it, it's Patterson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now...
It's a fumble on the play. He picks it up, still on his feet. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Wants to go right back downfield. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Anderson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running right, it's Baxter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Kentucky going quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Got it in the middle, it's Barnes. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Grab behind the line. It's Baxter. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive.
Where did he go? Go!
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the comeback is on.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
There he goes. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. He just broke the century mark. 100 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up.
Maybe some room here. Lowers those pads. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Just missed. And gave him just a little too much.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Vols, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Gonna look downfield again. Deep shot for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. So now it's second and long. The run inside. It's Bishop. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Volunteers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll run it. It's Bishop. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He caught it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got him in the open. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24, moving those chains.
Man, that is exactly what you want. That is perfect execution. Back near your own end zone, man. You want to get that ball out of your hand. You want to create some space, and don't flirt with that end zone at all. Ball gets out of quarterback.
Shakes it. It's a fumble. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain.
Makes a grab and room to run. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Wildcats headed quickly to the line.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
With the catch, it's Gilmore. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. With this game in hand, let's take a look at the scoreboard from the top 12 teams in the country. And at this point in the season, these guys have done exactly what they wanted to do and strengthen their position. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll move the tight end. Keeping. Oh, look out. The ball's free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
On the run, it's Bishop. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
He'll pull it down. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. The Volunteers have a lot of options on second and inches. They'll move the wide receiver. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gordon. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Vols come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Volunteers look to do some damage in the red zone. Running the red zone, it's Gordon. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Touchdown, Vols! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Wildcats are in the hurry-up. To the air on second down. Fires to the middle. Finds his man. It's Miller. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, thrown to your best players.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw for it. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Anderson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Tight end now in motion. Touchdown Wildcats. And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just 1 possession away. The Wildcats are right back on top.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Running inside, it's Bishop. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Looking for room at the 40. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
That play is going to drive the head coach absolutely crazy. You've got the lead. Why are you going out of bounds? Just get down.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Kentucky spends its 2nd timeout here. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. From the red zone, it's Gordon. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. That timeout taken by the Wildcats is their final one. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. The Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quick step and go. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. The Vols strike back with a touchdown. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the Wildcat sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go toward this possession. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive play.
It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they turn it into a defensive score. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He's looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Here's a throw downfield late.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
He's taking a deep shot. Can't make the catch. In fact, he just flat dropped it, and they just dropped the game. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.